On February 2nd, 1959, 9 of the Soviet Union's most experienced hikers tore their way out of their tent in the middle of a sub-zero blizzard. They didn't use the zipper. They used knives to slash the canvas from the inside. They fled into the darkness of Dead Mountain, without boots, without coats, and without a chance. When their bodies were found weeks later, the world was horrified. Some had their ribs crushed with the force of a car crash, yet there wasn't a single bruise on their skin. One was missing a tongue. Another's clothing was dripping with lethal levels of radiation. For 60 years, we called it an unsolved mystery. But in 2020, the Russian government claimed they finally solved it. Their verdict? A slab avalanche. Case closed. Files archived. But today, on Reverie Wave, we aren't looking at the official story. We're looking at the evidence they refuse to explain. Because the more you look at the Dyatlov Pass, the more the avalanche feels like a cover-up. The slab avalanche theory suggests a block of snow hit the tent, injuring them and forcing them out. But here is the first detail the officials ignore: the footprints. Search parties found 9 sets of prints. They weren't running in a panic. They were walking in a neat, single-file line for over a mile. Who walks calmly into a -30-degree blizzard while their ribs are broken? Then there is the radiation. 2 of the hikers had clothing contaminated with high-energy beta radiation. One hiker, Alexander Kolevatov, had worked at Mayak, a secret nuclear facility, but the radiation found on the mountain wasn't old contamination. It was fresh. That same night, another group of hikers 50 miles away reported seeing glowing orange spheres drifting toward Dead Mountain. Even the Soviet military's own reports mentioned these objects. Was the Dyatlov group caught in the middle of a secret weapon test? The most haunting detail wasn't found until May, when the final 4 bodies were pulled from a ravine. Lyudmila Dubinina was missing her tongue and her eyes. Officials say animals did it, but she was found in a freezing stream. No other part of her face was touched. No blood was found in her throat. It was as if it had been surgically removed. Science tells us an avalanche is possible, but the footprints, the radiation, the orange spheres, and the missing files tell us something else. The Russian government wants the world to believe this was a natural disaster, but Dead Mountain keeps its secrets well. Was it nature, or was it a shadow of the Cold War that no one was supposed to see? Let me know your theory in the comments.